Hi everyone, welcome to your the Restore practice. This evening we're really going to focus on the more restorative side of that. So these poses are going to be so gentle, so restful, so good for your nervous system to help really calm everything down. Great to do anytime you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or anxious, but especially at the end of the day to help settle everything down and get you ready for a good night's sleep. I do really recommend you have something really comfy here as opposed to blocks, where we really are trying to make this super cozy. You can use your blocks as a base always and put something soft over them like a pillow. I do have a bolster here with me. You can also have an old yoga mat, roll it up in a blanket. Or have a really big blanket rolled up nice and tight, or just a bunch of pillows. All of the above will work in a pinch. So whatever you have, I'm sure will work. Let me know if you need any help determining that. We're gonna get right started into a supported fish, but a really, really gentle one. So I just have my bolster here. I'm gonna bring it down long along the length of my mat. From here, what I'm going to do is cozy my hips right up tight to the bolster. Now this works with this particular bolster. It's a long cylindrical bolster. If you have a shorter rectangular one, this might not work as well. So please just modify this to fit your needs. We want this to support our upper back especially, as well as our head. With this cylindrical bolster, you can kind of get your whole spine supported, which is awesome as well. Hips stay grounded. And legs are just going to go along. Arms go however they are most comfortable for you here. Now, if you do have extra props like blocks or an additional pillow and this feels like a lot for you, you could always have something additional under your head, like a block could go under the far end of your bolster, or just an extra little pillow there as well would be lovely. And then we're going to get right into stillness here. And as we land in these poses, you may notice the mind will resist, will fight against your search for peace or quiet or simply just being. Thoughts will come up. Things will enter your mind. The key to all of this is we let them leave just as easily as they entered. Not holding on, not making up any stories to go along. Just rest. And we'll be talking very much once we get into these poses. So I really recommend you have a nice little playlist on the background. I'll leave a recommendation link in the description to this class. Or if you are in a space that can be really nice and quiet and peaceful, then maybe that's all you need as well. I'll let you know when this pose is almost over. We just have a few breaths left here. Really gently begin to make little movements in your fingers, your toes. Give your body the heads up that movement is coming. Soles of your feet draw onto the mat. And here we're either going to roll to one side off of your props, or you can press yourself up through center if that's more accessible to you. Move the prop right to the side. We always keep the prop within distance so we can reach it when we need. Then we just gently lower ourselves down onto our back. Just taking some time to feel the length of the spine rooted and grounded on the floor now. You can stay here with feet on mat or extend legs long, or maybe you even hug your knees in towards your chest. Feet find their way onto the mat here. We're going to reach the right arm overhead and just roll gently onto the right side. We'll find the fetal position here. So knees draw in towards your chest, your head rests on your upper arm. We're going to be here for a few minutes. So if you would like, you can use your pillow or your bolster to rest your head onto, or to put between your knees. Just like imagine you're going into a really comfy sleep. This is also often called sleeping pose. Just a few more breaths. Well, now from here, we're actually going to roll right onto the other side, so you can bring your prop with you. Hips go right, body goes left. Once again, find whatever makes you comfortable on this side. Now, maybe slightly different. You can give your bolster a hug here. Just invoking rest. This pose is so primal for the body. So good at balancing out our nervous system. breaths here. And gently moving our props to the side, we'll press up through the side body and come all the way around into a tabletop. And from here, we'll bring the knees wide, hips to heels for a child's pose. And here, I do recommend, once again, using your prop to lower yourself down onto. Now, if you find your hips are really elevated, you can actually put your bolster or pillow back so it is supporting your hips as well. For me, I prefer to have my head resting on something, so I bring my bolster out a little further under my chest. Now here, you can have one ear or the other down. I will let you know when we are halfway through, so you can switch sides. And just really letting this position be about trusting your body to soak up what it needs from it, as opposed to really trying to deepen the stretch. Instead, just trusting that where you are is enough. Letting yourself be super, super supported. Head comes through center, opposite ear comes down. Head comes back to center, palms press down, move your prop to the side. If it is comfortable for you, pull through a tabletop, extend legs back, drop down into a belly shavasana. Forehead can be supported by hands, or you could have one ear or the other down. If this doesn't feel okay for you, you can make your way onto your back. Staying with this as long as you have time for. Resting as long as time allows. As you do go back to head into the rest of your evening, after this short little practice of stillness, just notice the spaces you could infuse with a bit more stillness, mindfulness, and taking that time for yourself, even if it's just a moment, 2 moments, 20 minutes, or an hour, just to devote some time into restoring, resting, breathing. Do stay in a Shavasana as long as you can, longer maybe even than you want. With gratitude and stillness from me to you. Namaste.